vehicle just blacked out on me on Scott Way.
In Seward's backwoods,
He's through the woods. He's crashed out.
Trooper Miller's high-speed chase becomes a full-blown manhunt.
I have no idea if he's armed or not. I always assume that people are.
The men in blue respond to a missing person
God, it really smells bad. Lady's over there said it's been about 2 weeks.
and find something foul in the air.
Strange. You never know. Looking for body parts, a person, a human, a hand, something. There's a padlock on the thing, though. Supposedly, he just intentionally tried to run over his girlfriend.
And when Trooper Withers responds to a violent call,
He slashed my tire, dashed into my car.
he finds an ex-boyfriend.
Really? He's threatening to shoot her in the face or something, and that's an assault charge there. There it is.
This
Smells like death. Yeah, it does smell like death.
is Alaska State Troopers.
We have the house surrounded! Come out now with your hands up!
I have a gun pointed at you. Hey, come back over here. Hey! NCIC 143 miles Seward.
It's 1:15 a.m. outside the town of Seward, and Trooper Joe Miller's 7 hours into his shift when he spots a driver acting suspiciously.
He's trying to duck off. He drove by. I just had a habit. I slowed down so I could look in the mirror and watch him. And he kind of drifted over as if he was watching me. And then he turned off on Scott Way here. Looks like he might be moving along pretty good. It's about 2040. I got a vehicle just blacked out on me on Scott Way.
The suspect kills his headlights, making himself invisible not just to the troopers, but to anyone else on the road.
A lot of the people in this area that I've stopped have been impaired while they've been driving. So this is kind of a known area for DUIs. It's also a known drug activity area. He's through the woods. He's footballing. It's a Jeep Cherokee.
This suspect drives straight into the woods, but it doesn't slow him down. He doubles back on Trooper Miller and takes off back down the rain-slicked street.
1022 on the football. We're back, heading back out Scott Way. Still driving without his lights on, 1012. Definitely extremely dangerous. Narrow, windy kind of gravel roads, no lights on. He's doing 45, 50 miles an hour. I've got to be scratched out, 1012.
The dangerous chase comes to a violent halt.
You got airbag deployed. I'm looking for him now. Go ahead and start me at 51. Vehicle reeks of ETOH.
ETOH is shorthand for alcohol. The underbrush is thick and offers ample hiding spots for a fleeing suspect.
I have no idea if he's armed or not. I always assume that people are.
It's the car horn from the suspect's vehicle.
Wait, 40, we have a 911 call reporting someone broke into his house.
Just then, dispatch relays an urgent alert from a nearby neighbor.
1012, which residence?
It's a log house, should be in the left. We're still getting further from the caller.
I'm coming up on foot to her place. If she's got any weapons, have her put them away.
The caller only lives about 200 yards away. Dispatch keeps her on the phone until Trooper Miller can get there.
State Trooper. Which way did he run?
Going from the front of my truck, he went to the east.
Okay, so kind of back down the hill?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, if he comes back, call again, okay? They were definitely scared. She was so scared she didn't even want to open the door, even after I announced myself. Dispatch had to tell her on the phone that it was a trooper at her door. So about only 40, if you can't have Seward PD, just kind of check the highway. I know there's a couple businesses through there.
Seward PD spotted a cell phone line behind the church.
Simple. They'll just sit there. I'll be there in a second.
He picks up the suspect's trail, and Seward police join the manhunt.
So you saw the light right back here?
Yeah, right back over there.
Okay.
Got out and I heard snapping.
Okay, yeah, he's heading back up that way, I'm sure. You guys see him? It's either come out, turn yourself in, or the dog's coming out and you will get bit. It's 11:40. I'm gonna be behind there's like a auto shop to the south of that church.
The suspect leads them out of the woods and into a maze.
All the nooks and crannies, all the small buildings, the tarps, all the hiding places, you gotta be careful with it. You don't know if they're armed or not. If they want to get away from you that badly, they may be willing to do whatever they need to do.
Trooper Miller has only one place left to check.
State Trooper, I know you're gonna come out right now. You got about 2 seconds, get out here, I'm getting ready to come in. If I come in, there's a chance you're gonna get hurt, get out now.
The trail runs cold.
You can see where he went, right through there, up to where the railroad tracks. So I think he's probably gonna follow the tracks back to Bear Lake.
You want to head back that way?
I'm gonna head down that way, yeah.
Meanwhile, dispatch traces the abandoned car's plate to its registered owner.
10-4. He's most likely gonna be our prime suspect for the elude.
Trooper Miller heads to the owner's house, unsure of what he'll find.
His residence is about 3 miles, probably 1.5 miles to 2 miles if he cuts through the woods. He's got a pretty clean history, it sounds. I know he doesn't have a suspended license. I would definitely say that the reason he's running is because he's impaired, because the vehicle reeked of alcohol. Generally, somebody with no criminal history, no warrants, a valid license, they don't run. Nobody runs without a reason.
Who is it?
State Trooper. Hello, is here?
Yeah, it's me.
You're yeah. All right, I need to talk to you. What happened tonight, man?
With what?
With your vehicle that you wrecked whenever you were running from me.
I never ran from nobody.
Who's driving your vehicle tonight then?
Me?
Yeah. And it looked just like you too.
I didn't wreck my vehicle. Yes,
Here, listen, okay?
Yeah.
This is the easy way to do this, okay?
Yeah, yes, sir.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
I don't know. I drank about 6 beers. Yeah.
All right, well, here's the deal, all right? If it's just a DUI you're trying to avoid,
Sir, I'm not avoiding nothing.
okay. Let me show you a phone I found in the car, see if you recognize it.
Yeah, this is.
Who's,
Oh, my oldest son.
how old is he?
16. He doesn't have a license, though.
That's probably why he ran.
He didn't even have a permit.
That's probably why he ran then. What's he look like?
That's him right there in the middle.
Yeah, that was him, pretty sure. Well, if you guys get a hold of him, let him know that I need to talk to him. I mean, you still want to charge him with a crime for stealing your car?
I think we should.
No, I don't want.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys think about it. I mean, it's kind of early in the game for that anyway. I still need to talk to him anyway. Just let him know this isn't going to go away just because he got away for a little bit.
Right.
You talk to him and let him know that needs to happen before I have to issue a warrant for his arrest.
Trooper Miller now must rely on the parents to turn over their son.
This is Trooper Miller.
The next evening, the suspect's mother makes the call.
Hi, Trooper Miller. This is Mom.
Hey, how are you?
He's here with me.
Okay. Is he willing to talk to me tonight?
Yeah, he's willing to talk.
Okay, where are you guys at? It's about 140. Intersection of Bear and Stewart.
Finally, Trooper Miller has a chance to uncover the truth.
All right, first of all, I'm Joe, okay? I want you to just kind of start with your night last night.
Heading home. Decided to go for a little drive.
What were you thinking? What happened whenever you saw me kind of hit the brakes and turn around?
I didn't see it turn. All I saw was lights coming up really fast. So
Okay.
I was a drunk driver. So it's like, oh, panicked. And,
You saw my red and blue lights, obviously. You know, you turned out your headlights.
yeah, I was freaking out. I just don't want to get in trouble with my dad. So.
Okay. All right, well, here's what we're looking at right now, okay? Obviously, reckless driving. Then we've got an eluding factor, which is a failed yield to a police officer. Since you've been cool with me and you've been honest with me, instead of taking you into custody and transporting you to Kenai to the youth facility, I'm going to issue you some paperwork, basically tickets, citations. You'll have a court date. I'll explain it to you and your mom. You're kind of getting off, like, super easy, okay? And I don't want you to take this as, you know, well, hey, if I do something stupid, nothing's going to happen to me. If you had just pulled over and stopped, none of this would have happened. Let's not make this a habit, okay?
Yeah.
Learn your lesson.
You're lucky you didn't hurt or kill yourself or somebody else last night. NCIC 140, 2729. He's got some pretty serious charges. He's got a felony charge of felony elude. Hopefully for him, this is a wake-up call, and he realizes that his behavior and his choices that he's making are not the best ones for his future. If he doesn't change his actions and his thought process, then this could very well be the start of a life form that's not going to be at all productive or fruitful. I think Dad's going to be enough punishment on that one.
330 miles north,
Fairbanks 36.
swing shift in Fairbanks takes Trooper Lay from the city to a campsite deep in the backcountry.
Victor received a report that there's 2 tents. One of them looks to be torn open and clothing strewed around a white pickup truck down near the water on the flats. Client was concerned that something happened to the occupants of the tent.
Tent 4. We have a report that there's like a suspicious truck in a tent. The tent's kind of open. There's clothes and stuff thrown around the tent. I actually saw this truck and tent there a couple days ago, but the tent was not in disarray.
Living out of a tent in the remote Alaskan wilderness comes with serious risks.
There could be issues with bears, some looters, or it could be part of a domestic violence situation that had a devastating altercations. It must be pretty suspicious, because this is one of those areas where people don't call us, people don't want us to show up down here. Someone to call us to say they saw a tent that looked suspicious in the truck. It's got to be suspicious.
Trooper Lay arrives to find Trooper Mulvaney already investigating.
Didn't look like this the other day.
Ladies over there said it's been about 2 weeks. It smells like death.
Yeah, it does.
There's a padlock on the thing, though. Smells like death.
Yeah, it does smell like death.
A call to a suspicious campsite has troopers sniffing for answers.
It smells like death. I mean, it's just the odor that you just always will know.
There's a padlock on the thing, though. Looks like wooden stuff.
But so far, no bodies.
A little eerie, I guess. Strange. Both tents are empty. It really smells bad, though. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to come here and leave their cars and stuff, but tent and luggage is pretty strange.
Troopers run a check on the truck.
NCIC 133, 1027.
They know the owner.
The information that we just received was that we contacted the female here on the 4th of July about an assault that occurred out here. It's kind of strange that we contacted her for an assault and, like, there's all this stuff still left here.
Troopers Lay and sitters fan out for clues.
Looking for, body parts, a person, a human, a hand, something. The current out there is really fast, so if anyone ended up in the water, they're going to be way downstream at this point. Water's kind of murky. It'll be a couple of weeks when someone floats up.
Meanwhile, Trooper Mulvaney tries to track the woman down by phone.
Okay, do you know where is right now?
No.
Do you know how I can reach her?
I'm not sure.
All right, thanks.
He keeps trying
So I was wondering if you had any contact information for her or how to get a hold of her.
and finally gets the woman's current phone.
Okay, thank you.
The moment of truth.
Hello?
Hi, this is Trooper Mulvaney, State Troopers.
It's her.
Wanted just to check on you, make sure you weren't in one of the tents, dead or something, so.
No, nothing's on fire, nothing out there.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep, take care.
She's okay?
Yeah, she lost the keys to the truck, so we stole them. They're homeless, but knows about it.
Perfect example of a situation that looks very suspicious. It is suspicious. It turned out not to be that way. You never know. It's Alaska, a very dangerous area. You can see the current. The water was running pretty fast. It could clearly turn into something that is search and rescue or some type of death investigation. Perfect. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, so it worked out well.
Yeah, it smells like death.
It does.
630 miles southeast, nestled in the Alaskan Panhandle, lies the capital city of Juneau. Springtime here offers people ample opportunities to reap Alaska's bounty. And that keeps Wildlife Sergeant Matt Dobson very busy.
It's a Thursday morning, 5:31. Daylight stretching into about 10 p.m. or maybe 10:30 this time of year. We're going to head out and see if we can contact anybody clam digging or picking up Dungeness crab or any other kind of shellfish.
Snow-capped peaks surround these majestic beaches, a favorite native fishing ground for thousands of years. And it's Sergeant Dobson's job to protect them for generations to enjoy.
We're expecting a lot of activity this weekend because we have some -4 tides, which is pretty huge for around here. We're going to be out here during these low tide cycles and contacting folks.
The main bounty here is Alaskan Dungeness crab, found only on the Pacific coast. Crabbers harvested more than 3 million pounds of Dungeness crab in Alaska last year. To ensure next year's catch, troopers must closely monitor the crab harvest.
Mainly, we're just making sure that guys are not harvesting undersized Dungeness crab or female Dungeness crab.
Before he even leaves his vehicle, Dobson spots some crabbers.
We'll go down and contact them. They're dumping that stuff out right now. Getting some crab?
Yeah.
Maybe take a quick check at your sport fish licenses. Let's see, one each. And what are you using to measure?
I forgot to bring the measurement.
Getting some crab?
Yeah.
What you guys got? Let's see, one each. And what are you using to measure?
I forgot to bring the measurement.
Taking crabs smaller than 6.5 inches wide can mean fines up to $10,000 or even jail time. These crabbers are eyeballing it.
7. I see 7.
Going to 7?
No, I see 7.
That's your guess. Your guess is 7. Let's see real quick.
Yeah. This is 7.
7.5.
These crab are just legal.
If you know that they're going to be small, you need to make sure they just leave them in the water, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you guys.
Further up the beach, Sergeant Dobson spots another group of crabbers worth a closer look.
Looks like they got a couple of buckets kind of just sitting there. Well, let's walk around and see if we can get a little bit closer. They're certainly more susceptible to have an undersized crab if they're just throwing them in a bucket and throwing them in a bucket.
He must approach the crabbers discreetly.
We've just got a lot of open real estate right here to try to cover, so it's kind of a balancing act of maintaining officer safety, trying to tactfully get up there in somewhat of a concealed way, but at the same time not freaking out the public. They see a state trooper charging out across at full sprint, they're going to probably get scared.
The tide's rising, so they start to come in, giving Trooper Dobson the break he's been looking for.
So you guys are getting a few, look like?
Sure am. There's tons. There's a lot of small ones and females.
That's a nice big one there.
But a few crabs in,
that one's a little bit short. Looks like that guy's pretty short too.
they're both from the woman's bucket.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick for a sec here? So these two right here are both short.
My measurement is 6.5. I did so. And then there is my 6.5 there.
Well, that says 6.5 right there. But I think what's happening is you're going kind of over the top of the shell. You're going like this.
My measurement, and whether I curve it or not, whether I curve it or straight, it is 6.5. This is embarrassing. Basically, will say, hey, I don't have any conscience. I just pick up the crab that's undersized.
I understand you're trying to do the right thing. I do get that. But we also need to make sure that the right size crab get harvested because we want to keep these juveniles to recruit for the next go around. And so that's why, they talk pretty specifically about a straight line and not over the arch of the back. If you measure it incorrectly, it doesn't make it right. So that's all I guess I need from you. I'm going to let that one go back. I'll keep this one. He's dead anyway, so I will keep that shell.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you guys.
The woman will have to pay a $150 fine for the two undersized crab.
It doesn't seem like a huge deal, but if everybody harvests the ones that are just a quarter inch shy, then pretty soon that starts taking effect on the legal crab.
From the shores of Juneau to the streets of Wasilla.
Back in 32 1018 to the Bow Garden Selden. If you could put out a locate.
Trooper Chuck Withers is after a familiar face.
Supposedly he just intentionally tried to run over his girlfriend and damaged her vehicle. I've been dealing with this heroin addict for the past couple weeks now. He's been stealing stuff from his parents for months, and that's kind of the MO of drug addicts. They'll steal anything they can and then pawn it immediately to try and get money for drugs. He lives in his car. He's actually pretty hard to find here in the valley. There's so much room to hide, and they know where to hide. I just put out a locate throughout the whole valley to see if they can find him. So hopefully he's still driving around on the main road.
Trooper Withers meets up with the suspect's ex-girlfriend to see if she knows where he might be.
Back on LB 32 1023. To Sora, Bugger 90. There they are. Oh yeah. They're all busted up. Hi.
We made the call, but this is my stepdaughter.
Okay. So what's going on?
We were fighting at the resort.
Who's we?
Me and my ex-boyfriend. And he like flashed my tire. He crashed into my car. Driving because I was freaked out.
He backed into your car intentionally?
Yeah.
Okay. He's here?
He crashed into my car.
He backed into your car intentionally?
Yeah.
Okay.
He like flashed my tire.
He's here?
Turns out he's not on the run. He's on scene.
Back on 32, at the gas station. We making contact. Put that stuff on the trunk for me. So what's going on?
I owe her some money, so she was following me. So I get in my car, I'm, I don't know, maybe going like 25 miles an hour, and she's right on my. We're screaming and yelling at each other. That's when she rear-ended my car.
So you didn't back into her intentionally?
I was driving forward. The car, you cannot back in. You cannot put, I mean, you can jump in it right now. You can't put it in reverse when it's driving forward. It grinds the gears.
Okay, why is she telling me you slashed her tire?
I did stab her tire.
Okay.
But,
what's that all about?
That was because she was following me. Basically, she was harassing me.
Well, right now, you're going to be detained. You're not under arrest at this point, but you are being detained until I can figure out what's going on.
No, what's going on? Can I get my ice cream report now?
No, just walk over to my car.
At this point, it's he said, she said, so Trooper Withers digs for more details.
So we already kind of started, but if you could start from the beginning as far as what happened with him.
We were arguing, and he started threatening to bash the car with a bat and all this stuff, and he kept walking closer and closer. I was just scared. I didn't know what he was going to do. So I just came here. He also has a BB gun in there, and he was pointing that at me as well.
He was pointing a BB gun at you?
Yeah.
Okay. He's threatening to shoot her with a BB gun in the face or something, and that's an assault charge there, so. There it is. We're gonna seize the BB gun. It seems kind of minuscule because it is a BB gun, but shoot somebody in the face with that, it's a bad day.
He's seen enough to make an arrest.
You slip your cuffs to the front?
Yeah, I need to take a piss real bad.
Get
She
out.
assaulted me.
Face the car.
Tell me how I assaulted you. Why don't you believe me?
This is the deal. I don't believe you. I think you're a liar. I'm sick of dealing with you, and you're going to jail today.
You're really?
People like this are always in trouble somehow, and he's going to go to jail for quite a few things today. Criminal mischief, domestic violence, felony assault, leaving the scene of an accident. And when we apply for a search warrant on the car, who knows what we're going to find in there, and that could lead to more charges. It's good to get him off the street. All right, guys, let's get out of here.
230 miles north, back in Fairbanks.
5-13-33, it's right back here.
Trooper Keenan Mulvaney is after a suspect who failed to report to jail.
There's this guy that I've kind of been looking for a few weeks. I know he's got a couple warrants. We're going to drive by his house and see if there's anybody in the yard or hanging around. He's kind of been dodging me for a little while. He's ran from several other troopers. He's definitely, I guess you could say, a flight risk. Therefore, I might have him outside his house. I think that's him. Hey, come back over here! Hey! Come back here! Hey, come back over here! 33, I think he just ran inside. Hey! State troopers, I know you're inside. Come out.
But Mulvaney spots something that makes him change tack.
The door to the house has a lock on the outside indicating that it's been closed from the outside. I think he's out here with me.
The clutter offers plenty of places to hide. With no backup, Trooper Mulvaney could be in for a dicey game of cat and mouse.
Kind of a eerie situation. This guy's got warrants and it's just me and him. Don't move! Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Don't move! Put your hands up! Do it now! I have a gun pointed at you! Show me your hands now! Show me your hands right now! I see you behind the white tree! Don't move! Put your hands up! Do it now! I have a gun pointed at you! Don't move! Turn around for me. Go down your knees. 33, 1080.
Trooper Mulvaney fleshes out his suspect, who will finally face his warrants.
Let's go right in front of your truck.
I ain't trying to. Wow.
Widen your stance for me. You got 3 warrants.
Warrant?
You've had them for a while.
I don't even know. I ran off, but it just didn't spook me. I wasn't going far.
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
I was by myself. The closest guy was 10 minutes away. It's not the ideal situation with a guy with warrants who's obviously run away from me, but make do with what we had out there.
Let's come out here.
He had 3 warrants. They're all misdemeanor warrants, and they were for failure to report to jail. So he's got some jail time to serve.
Call the old lady and let her know that.
Yeah, I got a phone. We'll call phone.
Hey, Mama, need to get your butt home. I'm going to jail because of my warrant. All right, love you. Come see me.
230 miles south, the sun sets in Palmer, plunging the thermometer to 20 degrees.
MADCOM will be 28, 10, 23.
And rookie trooper Ryan Anderson is still adjusting to the Alaskan way of life.
I was born and raised in California. I kind of stumbled across the Alaska State Troopers, and it sounded like a very unique agency to work for. Different challenges than what your typical law enforcement agency would have. It's not very often you hear about law enforcement agencies having to deal with moose and snow and ice and patrol an area that's, the size of some states down south. That's just our beat.
10-9, thank you.
Tonight, the rookie will get a crash course on a situation that has Alaska written all over it.
So we're on scene of a vehicle versus moose. Our reports indicate the moose is dead in the middle of the road. And not sure what all we have here, but for some reason there's quite a crowd out here, including an ambulance.
1060.
See what's going on.
With an average of 700 moose collisions a year in Alaska, Trooper Anderson will get used to this kind of call.
No witnesses. The person that actually struck the moose is not.
Yeah, from what I understand, the person who hit the moose was on the way to a hospital with a medical emergency. They did call it in. They just said they don't have time to stop. So
okay.
So they did at least call it in.
Okay.
That's so cool.
The moose is still alive, but its legs are broken. Now it's up to Trooper Anderson to put it down.
At least we can do that for the animal. Doesn't have to sit in the road and slowly die to death.
The rookie prepares himself for his first moose dispatch. And there's no room for error.
Okay, we got houses in that direction.
Okay.
Nothing in that direction.
Of course. He's facing the other way. I've never shot one from the side. That was the first moose that I have dispatched on this job. They're gonna move it off to the side of the road. We'll put a couple flares out. We'll have the next available moose charity come out. They'll pick up the moose and salvage the meat. It'll go to the homeless shelter. Doesn't go to waste.
The rookie trooper and native Californian chalks this one up to another day on the job in Alaska.
If you told me a year ago that I'd be out here shooting moose in the middle of the road, I would have laughed at you. So, yeah, it's a different world out here for sure.
North in Fairbanks.
10-4. I'm 23 on the frontage and traveling down First Badger.
Trooper Nicholas Hayes gets a pressing call for backup.
Trooper Wood pulled over a vehicle. It seems like the driver might be intoxicated, and the passenger sounds like he's on felony probation. Generally, people are on probation. You don't want 2 or 3 of them for one officer, so we'll get there just for officer safety issues and make sure he's okay. What's up? Nada. You think he's been drinking? Yeah? Okay.
While Trooper Wood conducts sobriety tests on the driver, Trooper Hayes confronts the passenger.
You on probation? Yeah? Hold on. Don't put your hands in your pockets or anything, okay? All right, man. Well, we just contacted your probation officer, okay? They want us to search the vehicle and all the other fun stuff. Okay, so just gonna go in handcuffs till we figure things out. You understand? Okay. What are you on probation for? Okay. One turn for me right here. You got anything on you I should be aware of? No. Guns, knives, drugs, anything? No. What was that?
My grill.
Oh, your grill? Okay. Can you grab that, Trooper Wood?
What was that?
Yeah, no joke. Have a seat for me right there. Watch your head. We gonna find anything in the car illegal? No? Okay.
With the man secure, troopers search the vehicle.
Oh. That's a lot of pull tabs.
Do this.
The trunk is full of bags of discarded lottery games.
I've never seen this many all together in one place. That's weird. There's just something that's going on in this car.
But that's not the only surprise.
What is that?
Oh, do this.
What is that? Yeah, that's a giant like caribou sausage.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah, it's caribou meat. You can see the fat pigmentation in it. I've honestly never found that in a car before. Got 2 big sausages.
The trunk's contents are unexpected, but not illegal.
There's just something weird that's going on in this car.
They continue their search in the cab.
You can smell the weed back here. They're smoking it in here, it smells like. That is a baggie used for some kind of narcotic. Either distribute or purchase meth. They generally label them like that. See how it's asterisk in the ones? That's basically a brand. Look at that. That's a narco bag. Yeah. See the signature on it?
The cab is full of drug paraphernalia.
Have all sorts of stuff in here. There's a meth pipe. There's a marijuana. It looks like a marijuana pipe that shoved down in the driver's side compartment area. I found another pipe too. They can literally look like anything. Like that doesn't look like a pipe at all. See that pipe? Pretty nifty. Got a little hole in the front.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Now the trooper's focus switches from the passenger to the driver.
But you don't know whose this belongs to. You just have a meth pipe in there. That you just carry around your buddy's meth pipes?
I mean, I'm not even drug investigation.
Okay. Why's it in that vehicle? You're driving.
Because I'm driving. I mean, I'm the safe guy.
Okay. So you never touched this before? So if I fingerprinted him.
I mean, I've touched it.
You touched it? Okay. Why are you touching it?
I've done it like 3 times.
The driver finally admits they are his.
He says it's his.
Pipe, marijuana pipe, all other stuff. We got baggie. You can see there's white powder, some kind of white residue or something in there.
But they can't arrest the driver for possession until they test the substance, and he's not showing any signs of impairment.
He passed all his FSTs, so.
Okay.
But if the passenger fails the breathalyzer, he'll have violated his parole and will be heading to jail.
He can't be drinking. It's part of his probation, so we'll see how much and go from there. Keep on going, 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 keep on going. Okay. For him, I don't believe there's any legal limit. Generally, with a felony probation, can't have any kind of alcohol whatsoever. Oh, I got an error. Try it again. All right, sir. For some reason, it just gave me an error, so let's do it one more time. You don't got anything in your mouth or anything, do you? No? Okay, any, thing like pennies or false teeth or anything like that? No? Okay. So let's do it one more time. Deep breath, and blow. People use things like pennies. They'll put pennies in their mouth, trying to fool these, as well as our other machines. So we'll see. It was .094. Passengers on felony probation, not supposed to be drinking alcohol. So he's going to jail tonight, and we're going to release the driver until we can get further tests and lab results back from the other stuff. So you learn new things every day.
Back in Palmer,
Not going to be 32, stand 19 to that.
25 is responding to a possible burg in progress. 2 females home alone. Plans saying they saw the subject in the living room.
11-year-old and 12-year-old female are home alone. Somebody broke in the house and was walking down the hallway inside the home.
All units be advised. Plans say they saw someone in the residence through the window.
2 young girls, 1 possible home invader. Trooper Withers must make it across town without a minute to lose.
Burglary in progress. It's a very serious call, especially when there's 2 young girls in the house. You never know what his intentions were. He might have a gun. He could barricade himself. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of things that could go down. Get out of the way. The road doesn't go through.
Roads in Alaska can be a maze of twists and turns. They lead Trooper Withers into a dead end. Fortunately, backup's hot on his tail.
Yeah, 32 and 25 still coming. Get the road shut off. Just set up in front there. Wait for them.
A whole handful of troopers showing up at once, so he's probably going to foot bail.
The females authorized in the third window.
They ended up escaping through a window.
25, see if the female can't go across to the neighbor's house and stay there.
Back 1023.
Withers arrives to find the young girls have fled to safety.
Where's the house?
Troopers set up a perimeter to trap the man before he gets away.
Coming in.
The juveniles saw this individual inside the house and they went out the window.
From your angle, does it look like the garage is connected to the house?
There's a man door at the center of the north side. 44 is coming up.
With the house surrounded and the road blocked, there's nowhere left to run.
This is the state troopers. If you are in the house, come outside with your hands up. This is the Alaska State Troopers. We have the house surrounded. Come out now with your hands up.
1114, no response.
The lack of response means the troopers must be cautious and aware.
Yeah, there's a lot of area on the other side he could run out. I can see the 1-4 corner over here.
Now they take a more direct approach and move in.
There's only 4 of us, and this isn't that big a house. We're going to slowly open that door, announce, and take that road. Ready? Yep. Alaska State Troopers!
I'll take right, you take left, you want to go over under?
Alaska State Troopers! If you're in there, let us know!
There's a hallway directly. Right, let's... And a walk-in closet. Clear. 2 doors down the right.
I want 2 people set up on this hallway, while 2 others and I take the living room kitchen. Okay? You guys ready? Alaska State Troopers!
Clear.
The thorough search comes up clean.
Thought there might be somebody in the house, so we put up a perimeter around the house. We went in and cleared the house room by room, slow and methodical, and didn't find anything inside. No signs of forced entry, but everybody got here quickly. Very serious call, especially when there's 2 young girls in the house. All the girls were okay. You know, everything went down pretty smooth.